Who hasn't wondered what happens when someone tries to mess with the royal guard? Well, it never ends pretty well. Today, we're exploring the moments when people decided to test the patience of the royal guards, only to quickly regret it. From YouTubers to casual tourists, it seems that some folks can't resist pushing boundaries. But if there's one thing the royal guards don't tolerate, it's disrespect. So, let's dive in and see what happens when people go too far. Number 1. Taunting the guard doesn't pay off. In today's social media age, some people think mocking the royal guard is the way to get views. One young man went out of his way to film himself taunting a guard, yelling insults, and even calling him a sausage. Despite elderly onlookers trying to scold him, he continued his rude behavior until the police arrived, swiftly escorting him away in handcuffs. This video serves as a lesson. The guards are there to protect and serve, not to be disrespected for entertainment. Being rude and obnoxious doesn't get you the fame you're looking for, especially when security steps in. This young man left with more than just a video. He got a first-hand reminder that these guards deserve basic courtesy. Let's hope he learned that basic manners are non-negotiable. Number 2. Ignoring warnings and getting bitten. When tourists ignore the warning signs around the royal guard's horses, things can go wrong quickly. One visitor learned this the hard way, reaching out to pet a horse without reading the posted warning. Just as she went in for a pat, the horse snapped, biting her hand. While she wasn't seriously injured, it was enough to give her a shock and a valuable lesson. The guards and their horses aren't just part of a tourist attraction, they're on duty, and respecting boundaries is both polite and essential for safety. These animals aren't pets, and while they're trained to be calm, even the most well-trained horse has limits. If you're visiting, remember, keep your hands to yourself. Respecting those signs isn't just a courtesy, it's also for your safety. Number 3. Blocking the guard's path. For tourists who don't know, the royal guards follow strict marching routes, especially during ceremonial events. One visitor, completely engrossed in his camera, accidentally wandered into a guard's path. He only noticed when he heard a loud, "Make way for the Queen's Guard," jolting him back to reality. The guard's command was a quick reminder to everyone around that they were not supposed to obstruct a guard's route. This tourist learned his lesson, stepping aside just in time. For those who visit, keep an eye out and stay aware of your surroundings. It's easy to get lost in the excitement, but stepping into a guard's path doesn't end well. These guards mean business, and being mindful of their space is part of showing respect for their challenging duty. Number 4. Don't feed the horses. One of the common mistakes visitors make is thinking they can feed the royal guard's horses. Two tourists, one man and one woman, decided to do just that, hoping for a photo opportunity. A nearby officer quickly intervened, instructing them to stop. The woman complied, but the man, who appeared to be intoxicated, began arguing aggressively with the officers. The situation escalated until more police arrived, and eventually, the man backed down. This incident shows that the guards' horses are not props for tourists, and that respecting rules is essential. Feeding or touching these animals can disrupt the guard's duty, and it's best to admire them from a respectful distance. For future visitors, a simple tip: keep snacks to yourself and avoid unnecessary trouble. Number 5. Mocking the guard goes wrong. Another group of tourists thought it'd be funny to mock the guard, imitating his posture and even making faces to see if he'd crack a smile. To their surprise, the guard remained motionless, his focus unbroken. However, a police officer soon intervened, explaining to the tourists that the guard was only there to perform his duties and not for their amusement. Embarrassed, they quickly realized their mistake and walked away. This incident is a reminder that, while the guards may look like part of a spectacle, they're not. Their stoic discipline isn't just for show. It's an integral part of their role, and respecting it is paramount. The guards' unyielding focus, despite distractions, shows just how committed they are to their duty. Number 6. Blocking a parade with protest signs. During a parade in 2022, a group of vegan activists tried to make a statement by blocking the path of a marching royal guard, protesting the use of real bear fur in their hats. However, security quickly stepped in and removed the protesters from the area before the guards had to halt their procession. This moment serves as a reminder that while protests have their place, disrupting ceremonial duties is not only dangerous, but disrespectful to tradition. The activists learned that there are better ways to express your beliefs than blocking a guard on duty. Disrupting ceremonies risks the safety of both the guards and the public, and respectful dialogue is always the better option. Number 7. Oblivious tourists and their phones. In the quest for the perfect photo, tourists often lose awareness of their surroundings. One man, so focused on his phone, missed the warning signs instructing visitors to keep their distance. It wasn't until the guard sternly commanded him to step back that he snapped back to reality. His shock was evident as he quickly backed away. This scenario is a reminder to visitors that while cameras are fun, situational awareness is crucial. Guards aren't there for selfies. They're on duty, and respecting their space is part of the unwritten rules. Capturing a memory is one thing, but overstepping boundaries only results in embarrassment. Number 8. Don't poke the guard. One tourist thought it would be harmless fun to poke a royal guard on the shoulder, encouraged by friends hoping to capture his reaction. But the guard immediately responded with a booming, "Do not touch the Queen's guard." The startled tourist quickly stepped back, realizing the error of his ways. The guards may seem like they're part of the scenery, but they're highly trained professionals who don't appreciate being treated as objects for amusement. This brief but direct warning left a strong impression, showing everyone that there are consequences for stepping over the line. Being mindful of their duty and boundaries is a lesson every tourist should remember. Number 9. Testing the guard's composure with jokes. Some tourists take it as a challenge to see if they can make a royal guard laugh, but their attempts are almost always unsuccessful. One individual took this challenge too far, cracking jokes, pulling faces, and trying every trick to break the guard's stoic expression. The guard, however, didn't flinch, staying stone-faced despite the provocation. The tourist eventually gave up, leaving impressed by the guard's unwavering discipline. This moment underscored the guards' remarkable ability to focus on their duties without getting distracted by provocations. They're trained to hold their composure under any circumstances, a discipline that deserves respect. Number 10. Thinking the horse is just for show. One tourist ignored warnings and approached the Queen's guard horse for a close-up, thinking it was just part of the attraction. The horse, however, reacted by backing away, and the guard immediately warned, "Step back." Startled, the visitor quickly retreated. This interaction served as a sharp reminder that the guard's horses are not props, but an essential part of royal protocol. These animals are well trained, but they aren't there for casual interaction. Staying respectful and maintaining distance is crucial, not only to avoid disrupting the guard, but also for personal safety. Number 11. Making a guard laugh is off limits. One tourist tried her best to make a guard laugh, cracking jokes and pulling silly faces. Despite her efforts, the guard remained expressionless, not even cracking a hint of a smile. For many, it's surprising to learn that royal guards face disciplinary action if caught laughing or smiling on duty. This visitor learned that their discipline isn't to be taken lightly. Maintaining composure is part of what defines the guard's professionalism. And though it may seem strict, this rule is a testament to their dedication to their role. The visitor left with a new respect for the guard's resilience. Number 12. When children break protocol. Children sometimes have a way of melting even the most disciplined of hearts. During one visit, a little girl reached out toward a guard, her innocent curiosity prompting him to give her a subtle nod. The crowd watched, touched by this rare acknowledgement. Moments like these highlight the humanity behind the uniform and show that, though the protocol is strict, the guards can share a connection with the public in special cases. Such instances are rare, but they reveal that behind the rigid exterior, the guards are still human beings who appreciate genuine admiration and respect. Number 13. Social experiment stunts. In recent years, some social media channels have taken to staging social experiments with the royal guards. In one viral video, actors posed as tourists, deliberately provoking a guard to see how he would react. These videos are usually staged and don't represent actual protocol. In real life, the guards are trained to handle such situations calmly and professionally. These staged videos may entertain, but they mislead viewers about the true demeanor of the royal guard. Guards take their duties seriously, and social experiments can disrespect their commitment. Their real reactions would be far more disciplined than these dramatizations show. Number 14. Rare moments of genuine laughter. It's rare, but sometimes the royal guards can't help but smile. One young boy dressed up as a mini guard, marching alongside a real guard with an adorable determination that even the on-duty guard couldn't ignore. The guard briefly broke his stoic expression, smiling at the sight of the little boy's tribute. This rare moment warmed the hearts of onlookers and served as a reminder that behind the disciplined exterior, the guards are human too. While it may not happen often, it's moments like these that make people appreciate humanity in such traditional roles. Number 15. Being firm with the Karens. In today's world, the infamous Karen trope has even found its way to Buckingham Palace. One visitor repeatedly ignored instructions, touching the horse's reins multiple times despite the guard's stern warnings. Even after being asked to stop, she continued with sarcastic responses, prompting the guard to firmly command her to leave the area. This encounter ended with a valuable lesson for onlookers. The royal guard is there to protect, not to entertain, and those who refuse to respect their boundaries quickly face the consequences. For the guards, composure is essential, but when pushed too far, they enforce respect without hesitation. Number 16. Standing in the guard's way. During a ceremony. One tourist made the mistake of standing directly in the royal guard's marching path during a ceremonial event, entirely unaware of the protocol. Engrossed in capturing the perfect shot, he ignored the oncoming footsteps until he heard a booming command. "Make way for the Queen's Guard!" The startled tourist quickly scrambled out of the way, realizing his error. For those unfamiliar, the Royal Guard follows strict routes, especially during ceremonial marches, and will not adjust their path for anyone. This incident serves as a reminder to all visitors to remain alert and respectful during these formal processions. Standing too close or blocking the route is not only disrespectful, but can lead to embarrassing moments, and possibly a stern warning from the guard. A simple rule to follow: always stay aware of the guard's routines and maintain a respectful distance. Number 17. Trying to climb on the guard's post. In another extreme display of boundary-breaking behavior, a tourist attempted to climb onto the guard's post, hoping to get a unique shot for social media. As he leaned in and placed one foot on the base, the guard immediately raised his voice, issuing a loud and clear, "Step away from the Queen's Guard." The tourist, visibly embarrassed and taken aback, quickly jumped down and retreated. This is a stark reminder that the Royal Guard's posts are not to be treated as props or playgrounds. The guards are there with a purpose, and maintaining their position is crucial to their duty. Tampering with their post is not only a violation of respect, but can also be seen as a potential threat, which they're trained to respond to quickly. This tourist's antics left him red-faced, learning that the guard's boundaries are to be honored. Number 18. Underestimating the guard's skill. Some visitors may underestimate the Royal Guard's physical abilities, thinking their stoic posture is a sign of weakness or rigidity. However, these guards undergo intense training to maintain their disciplined stance for hours on end. In fact, they're skilled in martial arts and can quickly react if needed. In one instance, a spectator hurled insults at a guard and even dared to poke him in the chest. Before anyone knew it, the guard had swiftly immobilized the offender and his partner with quick reflexes. This display of training serves as a crucial reminder that underestimating or disrespecting the Royal Guard is never a wise choice. Now, these are just some of the many idiots that have tried to provoke the Royal Guard and failed. The moral of the story is simple. Respect for authority, especially in such important roles, should always be a priority. While it may seem entertaining to push the limits with these guards, it's essential to remember that they're there for a reason and deserve our utmost admiration and respect. We hope this video has shed some light on the truth behind the Royal Guard and their duties. If you find it entertaining or informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.